It is Saturday morning live. I said what I said. Welcome in, everyone. I'm gonna take a moment, get situated, calling everyone in. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Julia Rose here, your favorite psychic medium and Reiki master and local demon slayer. Local to your area, as you need. Hey, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. How's everyone doing? I see the hundreds. I see some, maybe I imagine some hearts. Oh, nope. I was about to say I see some hearts. Hi, everyone. How's it going? How's it going? Happy Saturday. Natalie, hello. Lisa, hello. I'm excited for today's message, everyone. It's going to be good. Reina, Ashta, hello and good morning. How's it going? A little bit of grounding. Hello and welcome in, everyone. Hello, welcome in. Welcome in. Saturday morning live. Echo Soul, it's been a hot minute. Happy you came back around in divine timing. Welcome back. How's it been out yonder? How's the painting going? Monica, hello. Okay, we're going to start with a little bit of Reiki healing, as we always do. I'm just sorting to see what kind of crystals that my guides want us to use today. Which piece? I think one of those is jade. I thought they were both green aventurine. That's jade. It does feel like a pyrite kind of day. And then we need a root stone. Okay. Oh, birthday wishes. Happy birthday. Oh my God. And you're here spending your birthday with us, with me on Saturday morning live. Oh my God. Shout out to you. Happy to have you here. All right, fam. If you are open to receiving this Reiki energy healing, we're going to tap in with a 222 on February 22nd of 2025. So either drop a 222 or a 2222, whatever feels like it resonates with you more. If you are open to receiving this Reiki energy healing, we're tapping in with a 222 or 2222. Erica, hello. Starting with the red jasper and the clear quartz. Oh, it's 22:22 in India right now? That's amazing. You're in the right place at the right time. Welcome in. Yashasvi, welcome. Yashasvi, excuse me. If you are open to receiving this Reiki energy healing, we're tapping in with a 2222 or 222, as it is February 22nd, 2025. Welcome to Saturday Morning Live. It's a little pyrite stone. Blessings of abundance, releasing inhibitions. I'm holding bloodstone in this hand, helping that ground into your reality. Grace, hello, long time no see. Welcome in. Welcome in, everyone. If you're open to receiving this crystal Reiki, tap in with a 222 or 2222, whatever resonates with you right now. And we'll get into the messages shortly. I always like to do a little bit of grounding for you before we dive into it. Lavanya, you're welcome. Welcome in. A little bit of green adventurine. I always say adventurine like it's an adventure, but it's not actually spelled with a D. Green aventurine. Grace, LOL. That is the energy healing session. It is complete. Ooh. I love feeling I love the feeling of resolution, the feeling of conclusion. And this is going to be something we're talking about today. I would say me, like it's more than just one person over here speaking, because it is me as well as my spirit team. So when I say we, it's because when I'm tuning in, I'm in a trance state, which means that as I'm channeling messages for you, it's very much that I'm conversing with my guides, and they're guiding me as needed, as necessary with these messages. So in effect, it is not only my thoughts alone that are being conveyed and expressed to you in this moment, offering you a little bit of cinnamon, cleansing and clearing the space, as well as calling in abundance in that space that is cleared. Oh, Lavanya, you've joined the boot camp. Amazing. Let me know if you have any questions with it. You can email me. My email's in the description box of this live stream, julia@fromspiritforlove.com. There's also a discount for a 30-minute psychic reading that's included when you're enrolled in the course. So if you want to go deeper into anything that's coming up for you, you can book a session with me. All right. Blessing and solidifying the space. Amazing. So where are we starting, Spirit? What oracle deck? I want to use an oracle deck. I love it. The fairies are ready to play. It feels like spring. It's been nasty cold, snow and slush and rain and sleet on and off for days. Horrible, strong winds. But today, no wind, slightly warmer, and a clear sky. And it feels like spring. So, my spirit guides, angels, ancestors, thank you for joining me. My higher self, thank you for joining me and for facilitating this reading today. Please help me to speak clearly and directly exactly what it is you wish for the collective to know. Across space and time, everyone who finds this message, as always, take what resonates and leave the rest, because these are collective messages. I'm tapping into a lot of people's energy when I'm reading this, so just be mindful that some things might resonate, a lot of things, maybe the whole thing, or maybe none of it. As always, I pray this finds you at the precise time you need it. All right. Fitting with the videos that I have uploaded today. If you haven't had a chance, family, and you're here watching this live stream, after this video, we're going to be out here for roughly an hour. And your guides want you to check out the video that I uploaded today, because it's going to be an extension and continuation on the energy that I'm tapping into here. Today, it's going to be more specific messages about how to facilitate that transition that is discussed. But you'll want to hear how it all lines up, and that's in that other video. So, the first fairy message that came out is precious time. The fairy of time wants you to experience every moment fully and to make the most of your precious time. Be mindful not to waste others' time either. So, I can't even begin to tell you how perfect this is, because this message that has been coming through has been how you can regain control of your time. And when you regain control of your time, I'm very specific when I say your time, it actually allows you to take your energy back. And there was this idea that came through with correlating your boundaries as being synonymous with discipline. I'll say that again. Spirit was creating a parallel between boundaries and discipline. Natalie, you were halfway through it when I came on here. Yeah. So this is specifically going to be a message about how you can care for yourself in the midst of transition. And I want to be mindful and get some other collective messages here too, because I know a lot of you are not sleeping well. You're not sleeping well, and you're thinking that it's just you and you can't pinpoint it. It is collective energy right now. It is because of the realizations, the restlessness around the world. It is because of Gaia being activated, but also kind of destabilized as things are starting to change. So all of this is really about how can you show up the best you possibly can for you in turbulent times. And now some of you might be like, well, my entire life has been turbulent. I hear that. And this is equally applicable to you. So there's this idea that Spirit was bringing through about your boundaries being related to discipline. And this is especially as it pertains to the way that you show up for yourself. What does it really, truthfully, honest to God mean? Honest to source, God's my word. Use yours. What does it mean to fill your cup first? Some of you might think that it's the occasional day out to the spa, or bringing that spa day at home where you sit down with your masks, with your little tea, whatever it is that you need to do. But the things that you don't do super consistently that make for kind of self-care splurges. I want to help you kind of break out of that limited understanding of what self-care really means. Self-care is the way that you take care of yourself. And that is every single day, every single moment. And your guides are wanting you to be very, very mindful right now about not neglecting yourself, especially during difficult times. When you care for your emotional, physical, spiritual needs first, but balance all of these things, that's what enables you to show up and continue participating in life and giving your energy to others through your work, through your social life, through whatever it is that's outside of the things that you do to take care of yourself. And here's what the fairies have to say. They bring out the card Temptation. Are you in denial about an unhealthy habit? Perhaps one that makes you feel guilty. This fairy says you have the power to overcome temptation, whatever its guise. For some of you, it is an unhealthy habit. For some of you, it is something that is healthy, that you're not practicing in a way that is balanced. So, say, for example, you have a hard time building an exercise routine. And every time New Year rolls around, you're like, New Year's resolution, I'm going. And you put in more than you can give at the front end of starting that habit again. But it's not something consistent for you to be able to continue to show up with over time to develop that new sustained habit. That is something that's good for you. It's good to be moving your body and keeping yourself strong and mobile. But doing it in a way that doesn't maintain your energy levels over time is not supportive to you. And maybe for some of you is that you have an ice cream addiction. Whatever it is. You love it, it tastes good, you know it's not great for you, but you can't help yourself to consume a lot of it because you're overwhelmed. And in that overwhelm, you feel guilty because you know you ate more than your body feels comfortable with. But you have a limited mindset around eating ice cream. Oh, it's not good for you, so you can't do it. So you want to cut it all fully out. But then creating that extreme flips you into the opposite of binging. Whereas releasing a heavy constraint, a heavy pressure around that thing, and taking things in moderation, everything in moderation is actually good for you and can be very supportive. So you'll want to, you're in this process right now of rethinking the way that you perceive certain habits or feel goods in your life. And so that is actually a boundary. That's a discipline. It's a discipline to say, I'm going to take the pressure off of this thing. It's also a boundary that you set with yourself. It's a boundary is a way to help you direct your behavior and direct your energy. It's not always a hard line, but generally a boundary is kind of a cutoff in a perspective that doesn't serve you anymore. And that's also a kind of discipline. So maybe you're needing to cultivate more discipline around a routine in your life, like limiting the amount of time, or like setting a boundary with yourself of you're not gonna spend time scrolling on your phone after 10:30 p.m., 10:30, 11:30 p.m. You'll grab something else that's a little bit more constructive for you, that doesn't overstimulate your brain. That's a kind of discipline. And it's not that going on your phone, checking social media is a bad thing. It's just too much of it is not constructive. Do you see where I'm going with this? Are you seeing the pattern, how it's lining up? So ultimately, this whole thing becomes what my guides have labeled as reparenting. Some of you are trying to work very hard towards things that you enjoy, towards things that you love, towards things that matter to you. But for the life of you, you can't understand why your mind and your body can't get on the same page. And at first, you're not alone in that. That's a very normal thing. Everyone experiences that from time to time, even for prolonged periods of time. It's not just you. So as you become aware of this misalignment, the fix is figuring out what in your perspective needs to shift. How else can you meet your needs? You're welcome, Kalina. Welcome. Erdema, hello. The question becomes, okay, so my mindset has not been oriented towards this thing in a way that's letting me show up in a way that I'm pleased with. 12:12 on my clock. So now, what do you need in order to shift the way that you think about this? And so for a lot of you, most of you here actually, if not all of you, I would recommend sitting in meditation and trying to see yourself from outside of yourself. And then as you are watching you, ask the version of yourself that you're watching, what do they need from you? What do you need from you to feel more aligned, to feel more successful, to feel like you're that you're feeling supported by yourself? And you get deep into a meditation, you grab your journal, you start writing down the things that you feel. And my spirit guides had me do this practice as well, so I could bring some examples to you. Akshita, hello. So I want to tell you that some of these things were really shocking, because you would just think that, like, some of these things that you're going to hear, you're going to be like, wow, I thought I would have gotten that by now. I want to say that this conversation is different because this is very pressing for sensitive people, because you can feel the discrepancy that much more profoundly between the direction your mind wants to go in and the way your body's not really moving with you. So the way you're treating yourself has to be what shifts. Something that I know you all need to hear is that you need to start treating yourself like you're sensitive. Some of you might already be doing that, but really, really understanding how would you show up for someone else? Because if you're around sensitive people, you know that looking at them, that the small things matter. The small things matter. Every detail, in fact. So why wouldn't you treat yourself like it's the same? You're just as sensitive, if not more sensitive, than most people around you. So why wouldn't you start treating yourself with that same intentional care? How would you encourage yourself differently, or help you walk yourself through perceived fears or stumbling blocks? You might not give yourself a second thought and be like, well, oh, you know what? I can't believe this is happening again. And then you throw in the towel and walk away. But if you were talking to a child or someone's kid, would you really talk to them that way? Or would you say, hey, let's talk this through? Would you take a more compassionate approach? Would you be more gentle and warm in your encouragement? It can feel kind of silly to step out of yourself to see yourself in a new light, but sometimes that's what's necessary. So you don't need to spend more time beating yourself up for not showing up differently, or feeling like you can't overcome this block that's right in front of you. It's a great question, Redeema. That's why practicing detachment from certain situations is important. Detachment is about being attached to the right things. Being attached to your peace, but detached from controlling other people's behavior, for example. Attached to the way that you care for yourself, but detached from having high expectations for the way that you expect others to show up for you. Or for some of you, waiting on that apology, waiting on that one conversation to really bring you the satisfaction you crave. You know? That's something to let go of, because if you wait for one conversation or 5 words to be said by another person, how much of your power and control are you giving away? How much of your time and your focus spent grumbling, mumbling, they never said blah, 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 or this person didn't do this for me, or this person blah, 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 blah. Doesn't matter. Of course, it matters to an extent, and you can set boundaries about that, but are you going to let that affect the way that you show up for you? So this conversation is not about other people. This is about, what does it really mean to take care of yourself? What does that really mean? How do you become who you need? How do you become who you need? How do you even know what you need? I want to caution against this idea of detachment creating indifference. Detachment is meant to release a control over something that you don't have control over, or the idea that you can control something that you don't have control over, so that you can be at peace and show up with love in all circumstances. That's real detachment. To not let anything that you can't control affect the way that you treat yourself and the way you treat other people. And yes, from that perspective, it does get a lot easier, but it's a practice and it's not something that comes overnight. Y'all really have to go check out the video that I did today, that I posted today, and the Patreon extended version, because it's going to go deeper into what does that mean when you develop this practice. But the emphasis has to be on your ability to fill your cup first. Because if you're giving from an empty cup, that's creating lack around you. And you don't want to be creating lack around you. You want to be experiencing the abundance, the reservoir of joy, of spirit that lives within you. So the more you stay committed to caring for yourself in a way that maintains that fuel, tending to the fire within, through the little things that make you feel seen, the little things that make you feel heard, that's what's going to really close the door on things that you have been feeling like are lingering and making you feel stuck for so long. It's absolutely structure. It's absolutely routine and discipline. They're boundaries that you're setting with yourself. A boundary is the perspective you take to implement a new behavior. So some of you have been feeling frustrated why things aren't happening in ways that are the way that you want them to be. It's because the alignment needs to shift. Okay, I guess they did say we wanted more cards, and I just was like, no, but more cards. Okay, we have motivation. When spring approaches, the flower fairies urge you to spring into action. If there's something you've been merely thinking about doing, they say get busy and do it. Case in point. Case in point. And the more you tend to your needs, the better you feel about the way that you're taking care of yourself, the more it's going to be easy for you to just go, oh, I'm overthinking this again. 1, 2, 3, go. Just gotta let it go. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. Have to do it. I had my French teacher in 7th grade used to use this phrase, Nike, just do it. She'd give us an assignment and go, Nike, and then put a timer on the clock. Take the pressure off by taking the overthinking out of it. Those things that you've been wanting to do, that's what's gonna separate your old reality from your new realities, taking the overthinking out of it. And you take the overthinking out of it when you take proper care of yourself. And when you take proper care of yourself, there's no telling what you can accomplish. what you're able to set your mind to. Yes, healing. Now is a time for you to give or receive healing. Everyone has a natural ability to heal others. Yes, even you. And for those of you especially who are wanting to facilitate change and ascension and to nurture other people, if you don't take care of yourself first, you're going to feel that. They're going to feel that. You cannot masterfully help someone ascend out of a reality that you yourself have not mastered. You have to lead by example. And as light workers, you are examples for far more people than you will ever consciously be aware of. It doesn't matter whether you're on social media or not. There's just something different about you. There's just something different about your energy. There's something miraculous and magical about you that people sense. And that light has been gifted to you by the divine. That light has been gifted to you. So nurture it, protect it, care for it. Because that healing, like the Ace of Cups, is overflowing, is going to abundantly ripple into the lives of those around you as soon as you are caring for yourself. See, and there's that abundance, because you have an abundance of health, you have an abundance of discipline for your well-being. There's that abundance. Prepare yourself for incoming abundance. Wasn't I saying that? Holy dang. Release any mental blocks you may have in fairyland and human land. There is enough abundance for anyone and everyone. Release the limitation of competition. Release the limitation of dreaded sacrifice. Cultivate balance by caring for yourself and really, honest to God, tending to all of your needs. Because when you feel loved by the little things that you do to make a difference in your life, that shifts your entire reality, that changes your entire day, and consequently your entire life and every single conversation you will ever have. You know, when you wake up on the wrong side of the bed and just everything seems to go wrong in a day and you're like, well, fuck, this isn't working, that's not working, this person yelled at me, this person canceled on me, whatever. This project at work fell through, and it just feels like a self-fulfilling prophecy. But when you live in a reality where you're caring for yourself and everything just is gonna go your way because you're not attached to things having a very specific outcome, you just are sharing your magic, sharing your light, sharing your healing. Why would your guides, why would the universe not mirror your life to reflect that positivity? What you reap, you sow. You reap what you sow. There it is. Hello, welcome in, Rebecca. Welcome in, Ilaria. Happy to have you. So we have journey. It's time to prepare for a journey. It may be impromptu or planned, either way. Make sure you're ready when the time comes. Pack your passport now. And that's also part of your preparation for anything that can change, is the amount of intention and care that you offer yourself first. That's the key to unlocking this next level. That's the key to really completing this transition that you've been feeling like, ugh, it's like you're trying to break down a door that's locked and really secure because you keep body checking it, but it's just not opening because you don't have the key. And your guides will give you the key to open the door, or they'll open it for you when you prioritize a balanced approach to yourself and to your life. We have life energy. The happy fairy of sunshine brings lots of life-giving energy. She reminds you to shine your light and to reveal anything in the shadows that needs to be healed. Someone here was talking about solar plexus energy. Here's your confirmation. Balance is what you need. And this is for all of you. Balance. Because remember, when you have that extra compassionate care for yourself, it becomes safer to look at things that are lingering in the shadow. And I was recently listening to a channel where she was talking about, or she channeled this message from her angels about how this concept of the shadow, this darkness within us, is really some neutral place of potential. And again, this idea of what you sow, you will reap. The seeds that you plant, the intentions that you plant, will reap a harvest. But the soil is neutral. Was the example that she was giving. The soil is neutral. This is Ann Tucker. The soil is neutral. So the more you work and intend to give yourself care every single step of the way, to do the work beforehand to make sure you're in the energy that you want to be in, so when the time comes, things can just pan out beautifully. That's what's going to give you the motivation and the momentum to take control back of your life, to take control back of your time, and propel you so far along this healing journey that your only choice of reality is abundance, because you are offering yourself an abundance of love without fail. So really take time to sit with yourself. Step outside of yourself in a visualization and look at yourself. Ask you, watching yourself, ask yourself, what do you need? How are you supposed to reparent yourself? Because I can promise some of the things that you are going to receive from yourself are not what you expect. And maybe it is what you expect and you just didn't realize how necessary it is. Juliana, welcome. I feel like there's a little bit more here, but the videos that I uploaded today are going to help clarify and go deeper into this as well. This is a very specific expansion on that energy that I read for this morning. That's going to be part 1 on YouTube, part 2 on Patreon. Is there a final message here from the fairies today? Okay. Wow. What a way to finish this message. And then everyone get ready to grab your candles, okay? If you're going to join me in setting a prayer candle with us. The first card is Flourish, the Lotus Flower Fairy. Ooh. The Lotus Flower Fairy tells you to learn from experience. Learn from experience and shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life or those of others. Flourish. And then shine from within. Looks are only skin deep. True beauty shines from within, and it's time for you to shine. This is a time for self-acceptance. And that means accepting your true needs and understanding that meeting them, going putting the effort into meeting your own needs is going to help you accept yourself more and reveal your light from within. It says, this is a time for self-acceptance and for revealing your true beauty, which is your innate light that is destined to flourish. And in order for that flourishing light to keep expanding continuously on this journey, you must reveal yourself to yourself over and over and over again to come deeper and deeper into truth. And that's the message. Amazing. You're welcome. So some of you, like I said, you're not sleeping so well these days. Take a nap if you have time for a nap. Drink more water. Eat more nourishing foods. But again, ask yourself, what do you need from you? All righty. Grabbing our prayer candles so I can charge them with Reiki and offer them to the collective. So if you're new here, if it's your first time, welcome. Elaine, you're welcome. Love yourself enough to give yourself what you need. That's all self-discipline is. Love yourself enough to care. You can use whatever candle you have. So if it's your first time joining me live for Saturday morning, welcome. I'm so happy to have you here. Every Saturday, I charge a candle full of Reiki and pray over it that the healing energy in this candle goes towards wherever these prayers find themselves needed. So everyone, if you could just take a moment, and if you have your own candles, I know some people like to join me and bring their own candles. I also connect all of these candles and create kind of like a candle grid because we're all in different places, and I charge them all with Reiki and connect them, and so they're all amplifying around the world. It's really sweet. So please grab a candle if you have one now available. You're welcome. Also, after I channel prayers for this candle, you're welcome to comment in the live stream chat your own prayers, and I will read them, and then I'll light the candle, and voila. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and charge this candle with Reiki. And for the people who catch this live stream at a later time and you're wanting to add your prayers to the candle, I always set the intention that your prayers that are added either verbally or in the chat or in the comment section, they're all put towards the next candle that I light. So there's a lot of energy flowing right now, filling up this candle, charging all of them and connecting them. Friendly reminder not to leave your burning candles unattended. Awesome. Aimé Schwartz. And you're welcome to add prayers for the collective, personal prayers. Even if you say something out loud in this moment, it will be heard by God, to whom I offer these candles first and foremost. All right, I pray that Mother, Father, God, Source, the creator of all, the Great Spirit, amplifies the healing intentions of this candle and brings the energy where it is most needed on the planet right now, and that it responds to everyone's prayers tenfold. Please also bless everyone that puts intentions towards these candles with whatever they're needing right now. Whether that's clarity, a little bit of healing, a miracle, whatever it is. Please send this energy into the grid of Gaia. Let it assist Cryon in repairing the ley lines with the star beings. Let these candles serve as beacons to the star beings, as energy also available to them to use to incorporate in their own healings that they're assisting on our behalf, on the greater cosmos's behalf, and kind of a green light to connect, that we're open to receiving their medicine. Let this energy go to the victims of war crimes, to the victims of corrupt governments, systematic and systemic abuse. Let it go to protect all who are suffering the abuse of internalized and externalized patriarchy. Let this support everyone who needs shelter to have their needs met. Please help to lift the spirits and the hearts of light workers who are working around the clock to restabilize and repair the grid, who are some days feeling like they can just barely get by. Let this assist in facilitating the uplifting of those who are grieving lost loved ones. Let this help any souls who are struggling with their transition find peace within themselves so they can fully pass on into the light. Let this go to honor our teachers and our guides, so we give our gratitude to them. Let this assist the abused animals in finding the necessary care for recovery. Let it protect the innocent. Let it go to war-stricken areas to be just the tipping balance, or the tipping of the scales to restore balance. And let this illuminate the truth from within for those who are struggling to find the light within themselves. We offer this to the generational curse breakers and this healing energy to our lineages that have suffered unspeakable pain that we feel the echoes of today, sometimes very distantly and sometimes very much alive and well. Let this assist in liberating our ancestors and our lineages. Let this energy help restore our roots and stabilize our understandings of ourselves as light beings in a material-like realm. Help us find clarity and harmony within ourselves and within the greater cosmos. Let destinies be activated, destiny swapping attempts be thwarted. Let attachments be released that are long overdue, And I pray for those who are struggling with addiction. I pray that this energy helps them find the strength to let go, find the resources within to shift their paradigm, please help illuminate these struggling souls from within. Let's undo some ritual magic blocks. Of course, Krishna, never let me say something or use my words to do something that is beyond my karmic limitations. Do not let me interfere with something that I have no business interfering with. But let me serve to the utmost ability, to the best that I can. Please shed light on truth for all who are ready to receive. All right. And if you do not have any additional prayers you would like to add to this candle or to any of these candles, you are welcome to just comment a bunch of hearts, because that will send your love, your healing, your light, your love for the divine, your love for life into these candles. So I'm going to go ahead and read aloud some of your intentions here. Kalina prays for more self-realizations to heal, prays to truly stop being scared of my self-love, of her self-love and success. She prays to step into her new journey without fear. Echo Soul prays for protection and guidance, blessings for the sensitive people on earth to upgrade and divine alignment of life purpose and soul purpose on earth. I believe that's for Echo Soul personally, but we'll expand that to light workers and everyone who's ready to receive. Lovejoy wants to send energy and love towards the love of all humanity and the healing of deep rifts dividing all, from understanding that we are all one, part of one humanity. Praying for the universe, the universal understanding of interconnectedness. Natalie prays for the truth to be told about everything and for everyone to find love and happiness. Natalie sending hearts. Kalina, hearts. Grace says, thank you eternally. Lisa's sending hearts. And yes, Grace is also dropping in those evil eyes. Let the light workers continue on, supported as needed. Chosen Big Dog Tarot is praying for success and love. Lavanya is sharing love, peace, and blessings. Ashta is praying for love and light to all. All right, family, I'm guided to go ahead and light this candle now. Thank you all. Yes, praying for the restoration of healthy governments. Justin's sharing some love. Bless my collective, Krishna. Spirit, Narsimha. Bless my collective. Bless my collective. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm so happy you all could come out. Elaine says, Elaine's praying for God's will to be done so the innocent are protected and the umbrella of the protection and love placed over the most vulnerable. Amen. Thank you all so much for coming out. If you are interested in getting personal messages from Spirit, trust me, everyone's knocking on my door trying to get me to deliver. But you gotta meet me halfway, okay? I'm running I'm running half off all of my services until March 3rd of this year, 2025, in honor of my 1 year of being in business. So exciting, yay! Ooh, Ilaria, I like that. May all traditional institutions and organizations be blessed with people with pure source intent, pure loving intention. Let's magnify that by giant frickin' rose quartz. Okay. Yes, until March 3rd. So if you're interested, you can use the coupon code at checkout on my website, anniversary50, capital A, lowercase the rest of the word. Some of you have been knowing you need messages, okay? Don't delay. Don't delay spirit any further, because now's the time for change. You're ready. And I can break it down and make it very, very clear for you. All right. I love you all so much. Thank you, Lisa, for dropping links in the chat. They're also in the description box of this video if you're catching this at another time. And again, check out the other videos that I uploaded today. If you want to join me on Patreon, the link's in the description box. Maybe Lisa is going to drop it here again. If you are interested in rental fashion subscription service, you should check out my website. It's free for the first month. Can't go wrong. It's available to everyone in the States right now. All right. I love you so, so, so much. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye for now. I will see you. I feel I'm going to do another live this week, so just look out for that. It's probably going to be in the evening Eastern Standard Time. So, see you soon. Take care, everyone. God bless you all. Bye. You're so, so welcome, Grace. Love right back to you, Lavanya and Elaine. Bye, Radima. Bye, Akshita. Awesome. Bye, Lovejoy. Take care, everyone. Have a beautiful rest of your weekend. Thanks for spending your birthday with me, Echo Soul. Blessings to you on your birthday, my friend. You're so, so welcome, Chosen Big Dog Tarot. All right. Take care, everyone. See you soon. Bye.